is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Cleveland Browns.
Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Leonard Fournette.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Valdez-Scantling. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 7.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
By Trayvon Mullen.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the...
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Winston now from the 50. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Fournette, a first down carry. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 5.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Browns nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. You got tight. Easy. You got tight right there.
From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
Winston
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, check. Easy.
Again, it's Winston. And he finds Howard complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To the air again with Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it.
Winston's pass intercepted by Washington. They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime innings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete.
Browns.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jameis to throw it. It's complete to Watt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A 3-yard
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. He's checking. He's checking. Hey.
A handoff to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Now Winston. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 21. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On first down, Barkley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Down by Trayvon.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The extra point.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush, almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They have the
catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's at this stage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking to the ball from.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
57, Mike, 57. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Winston now. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. Then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
Again, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Winston to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. An important extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7.
Washington.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs, 84 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Gotta be patient, baby. Gotta be patient.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
43-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Now Winston. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
57's the mark. Rock 57. I'm going to lose one.
Here's Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. Do you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 8. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down,
back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
A handoff to Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson. Dorsett making the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Leonard Fournette on the carry.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
so for Washington. They get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.